Listen. Listen to these words that I say. I'm going to come back to it. I want you to remember. Grief is not a sign of weakness, but it is a sign of love. It is the price that we pay for caring so deeply. And while grief feels like a endless storm, I want to remind you that there are stages in grief, and that even storms have an ending. The first stage of grief is denial. This is the shock, the numbness, the disbelief. It's when our minds whisper, "This cannot be real." And you know what? That's okay. Denial is not failure. It's protection. It's your soul saying, "Let me catch my breath before I face this pain." The second stage of grief is anger. We may shout, we may even cry and say, "Why?" We may rage at the world, at God, at the unfairness of it all. But anger, my friends, is proof. It is actually the very essence of proof that we still care. It means the love is alive inside of us, burning hot. And if you feel that fire, do not be ashamed. Use it. Let it fuel your healing. The third step of grief, bargaining. It's those what if, the if only that play in our mind like broken records. We try to rewrite the past, to strike deals with life itself. But hear me this. Bargaining is your heart trying to hold on. It's love refusing to let go too soon. And honestly, that love is not wasted. Then comes the valley of the 4 stages, the darkest part of it all. Depression. It's the weight that presses down. It's the silence that makes the world feel empty. And honestly, you may feel stuck here. But remember, depression is not the end of the world. It is only a part of the journey. It is where you gather your strength in the darkness so you can rise again into the light. The final step of grief, the 5th step, is acceptance. Acceptance is not forgetting, it's not replacing, it's not erasing, but it is the word itself. It is accepting. Acceptance is the moment that you can say, "This loss is part of me now, and I will carry it forward." It is the place where pain transforms into wisdom, where sorrow softens into gratitude for what was shared. So when you grieve, don't be afraid of the stages. They are not walls meant to trap you. They are doors. Doors that allow you to walk on your way to healing. Walk through to your healing. And though the path may feel endless, remember, acceptance waits at the end. And beyond that, life continues. Your life continues. Our life continues. Now, grief does not mean you're broken. It may feel that way. But grief means that you have loved so deeply. And if you have loved deeply, then you have lived fully. Grief is universal. It doesn't matter age. It doesn't matter race. It doesn't matter your gender. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter the finances that you may have. The only difference that grief has with us is the way that we carry it. We will all know loss, whether it be a loved one, a dream, a relationship, or even a part of ourselves. And even though grief touches everyone, no two people will ever walk through the same path through it. Some people grieve loudly, even openly. Some cry, some shout, some tell their stories again and again. They lean on family and on friends, because speaking their pain is how they release it. Some grieve in silence, carrying their sorrows like a stone in their chest, showing the world a steady face while their heart breaks behind closed doors. Both ways are real, and both ways are valid. Some find healing in grieving by using action. They work, they create, they move forward, as if the momentum itself can keep the sadness from swallowing them whole. Others need stillness. They pause, withdraw, and sit with their emotions until the storm passes. Neither again is wrong. Both are forms of survival. But we must also acknowledge the darker side of grief. Some turn their pain inward, numbing themselves with alcohol, drugs, or self-destruction. They believe if they can drown the ache, maybe it will disappear. Others lash out. Anger that turns into violence, bitterness, or even a broken relationship, because hurting the world feels easier than admitting how deeply they themselves are hurting. Some even grow cold, shutting down entirely, convinced it's safer never to love again than to risk losing someone else. These darker paths don't make a person weak. Honestly, it makes them human. It reveals the depth of the wound, the depth of the love that was lost. But still, left unchecked, these paths can chain us to grief instead of guiding us through it. And yet, even in those shadows, healing is possible. Some may write, some will pray, some will sit in silence until one day the silence doesn't feel so heavy. Others will fight, crawl, stumble, but they will keep moving forward. There is no right way to grieve, but there are healthier alternatives. And sometimes it takes falling into the darker ones to finally reach for the light. Grief has many faces, many languages. May it be tears, anger, numbness, laughter, prayer. It has many pathways leading to growth, others to destruction. But all of them come from the same root, the same cause: love. You only hurt this deeply because you cared that deeply. And while the pain may never fully leave, it will change. Over time, it becomes part of you. Not a wound that rules your life, but a scar that reminds you of what was real, what was worth every heartbeat, every moment, every memory. So, do not judge the way someone grieves. Don't even judge yourself. Because grief is not about following a rule book, a step-by-step play. It's about surviving the storm, and with time, in time, learning to live again, learning to love again. And if today you're caught in the darkest side of grief, I want you to know this: you are not broken. You are wounded. And wounds over time, with care, with love, can heal. So if you're grieving, don't compare your journey to someone else. If you know someone who is grieving, don't compare your journey to theirs. Because there is no timeline, no formula, no finish line you must reach by a certain day. Grief is not about getting over it. It's about learning to live with it. And in time, it becomes a part of you, as a wound that never heals, but as a scar that reminds you of love, the meaning, and the moments that were worth every tear. If you see someone that's grieving in any type of way, you may never understand or comprehend. Still, show compassion. Remember, we are all carrying invisible weights, and each of us has our own way of bearing them. Some stumble, some run, some crawl. But again, we are all moving forward. Again, I shall repeat what I said in the beginning. Grief is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign that you have loved deeply, and that love still lives within you. So whether your grief is loud or quiet, fast or slow, know this: you are not alone in it. And in your own way, and in your own time, you will find your strength again. Once more I say it: grief is not a sign of weakness. You will find your strength again.